World's welterweight championship at stake. From St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands, weighing 145 and 1/2 pounds, wearing the black trunks with the white stripe, the challenger, Emil Griffith. His opponent, from Santa Clara, Cuba, weighing 146 and 1/2 pounds, wearing the white trunks with a black trim, the welterweight champion of the world, Benny Kid Paret. 15 rounds, another contest to follow.
Fellas, you received your instructions this afternoon from the member of Miami Beach Boxing Commission. Now, I'm here to enforce them rules. When I tell you to break, I want you to break clean, watch yourself at all times, shake hands now, come out fighting. Any questions? Good fight.
The scoring here in Miami Beach is on a 10-point must. The winner of a round gets 10 points. The loser, 9 or less. An even round is scored 10 each. The automatic 8 count is in effect. There's the bell for round 1. There is no 3 knockdown rule. They're wearing 8-ounce gloves in a 20-foot ring. Paret, the white trunks. Griffith, the black trunks. Griffith plans to move with his man. Paret is a tireless fighter who keeps on top of you all the time. Griffith has never gone 15 rounds. Paret has done it twice, winning on both occasions. You'll notice they're both very quick on their feet. Griffith is going to use a short jolting right under the heart and a short right to the face when he is crowded by Paret. You can look for it. Scheduled for 15 rounds. Griffith in there with that short right hand to the body. One minute to go in round 1. Champion Paret has quick hands, quick feet. He's a tireless fighter and takes a very good punch. Ten seconds to go in round 1. There's the bell. Round 2 underway. I told you there's an automatic 8 count here. There is, but if a man is knocked out of the ring, he gets an automatic 18 count, whether he wants it or not, and the fight resumes at the count of 20. That's to give him time to get back. Griffith is going to throw a good combination the first chance he gets. The referee, because Paret speaks no English, the referee is saying break in both Spanish and English. That's Jimmy Peerless, the referee. He's a linguist. Round 2 is half over. In the fights we've seen him, Paretta's done his best work with his back to the ropes. Just about half a minute to go in round 2. Round is almost over. There's the bell ending round 2, and let's go back to the corner with the young challenger, Emil Griffith. Facing him is his co-manager and trainer, Gil Clancy. Leaning in from the left-hand side is co-manager Howard Albert. And on the outside of the ring is Sid Martin, a veteran of 32 years in boxing, believe it or not. And the young man you just saw was taking the cards from the judges. They are handed in at the end of each round to the commissioners. On the other side of the ring, we have the champion, Benny Kid Paret, who has had a real great rise to power in the welterweight ranks. Facing him is his manager, Manuel Alfaro, and leaning in on the outside is Jose De Maria, one of his handlers, and Jose Gonzalez was the man who put the Vaseline over his eyes. Facing him, Benny Kid Paret, the welterweight champion, defending against Emil Griffith here in the Miami Beach Convention Hall. The bell for round 3. Now they're starting to hit harder. Apparently, Griffith's corner has changed his strategy. Griffith started to throw right and thought better of it, as you saw. Two good left hooks by Griffith. There's that short right hand by Griffith that I was telling you about. Again. But Paret fights hardest when he's hurt. Griffith wants punching room. Paret doesn't want him to have it. One minute to go in round 3. A big round for Griffith so far. Now Paret coming back. 10 seconds to go in round 3. There's the bell. We're coming up now to round 4 at the Miami Beach Convention Hall. Benny Kid Paret, welterweight champion, white trunks. Emil Griffith in the black, the title at stake. Scheduled for 15 rounds. Referee Jimmy Peerless. Paret is having a tough time tying up Griffith on the inside. About half a minute left in this round. There's a certain amount of pacing going on by these boys. It's scheduled for 15. And there's the bell ending round 4. Now let's go back to the corner with the welterweight champion of the world, Benny Kid Paret from Santa Clara, Cuba. And when assaying his chances against young Emil Griffith tonight, and by the way, Paret is just about a year older than Griffith. He's a youngster too, but we must remember that there's an unknown or an imponderable factor here. The 6 fights that he has had within the last year and a half, 2 with Charlie Scott, 2 with Gaspar Ortega, and 2 with Federico Thompson, and each one of them was a small war. There's the bell for round 5. Paret in the white trunks, Griffith in the black. As you'll notice, Griffith has connected with the better, longer punches. Paret has been effective in close. It's a big fight for Paret, but he's showing plenty of poise and ring savvy in there. You'll notice the moves he's making. Neither man has ever been knocked out. This round is about half over. 1 minute to go in round 5. Griffith is starting to connect from the outfield. Round 5. That's Griffith dealing it out. There's the bell. Coming up to round 6 now in the Miami Beach Auditorium. Benny Kid Paret in the white trunks, defending his welterweight championship against Emil Griffith in the black, the referee Jimmy Peerless. No knockdown so far. Nobody seems to have been cut. Two minutes to go in round 6. Bit of maneuvering here. They're each trying to get the proper hold. Less than half a minute to go in this round. Paret may have hurt him with that good right hand. There's the bell. Coming up to round 7 here in Miami Beach. Paret, the champion in white. Griffith, the challenger in black. There's a lot of science involved in this fight if you watch them in close. Griffith had to take a chance to take advantage of Barrett that time, but held back his punch when he saw Barrett had his back turned. Barrett many times himself has acted in that gentlemanly fashion. Griffith is doing a lot more holding than he did in the early rounds. One minute to go in round 7. The big right-hand punch with which Barrett nailed Griffith at the end of round 6 may be telling a story here. Seconds to go in round 7. There's the bell. Coming up to round 8. Emil Griffith, the black trunks, the challenger. Benny Kid Barrett, the champion in white. Referee Jimmy Peerless. I'd say it's a pretty close fight right now. The champion definitely has taken charge of the fight at this point. About a minute and 15 seconds remain in this round. Round 8. Half a minute left in the round. That's the first time they battled after the bell. We stay in Emil Griffith's corner for the new trend in boxing. Him as trainer and co-manager Gil Clancy facing him as a school teacher, and his other co-manager leaning in from the outside is Howard Albert. He's in the millinery business. Ladies' hats, by the way. But Lou Simon is on the outside, and Lou was with Griffith in the early days, and they said that if he ever got a title shot, he's the big fellow on the outside. Simon would be in the corner with him, and there he is. And the veteran handler, Sid Martin, is the one whose face is almost obscured by Gil Clancy. He's the one with the towel. It's been a very fast bout, but I feel that both boys are pacing themselves to go the 15 rounds. We're coming up to round 9, scheduled for 15. Griffith, black trunks, Perret in white. There have been no knockdowns. Nobody seems to have been cut. Neither boy has ever been knocked out. Now Griffith has gone back to boxing and spot hitting. The round is about half over. One minute to go in round 9. You'll notice so far the absence of left hooking. Very little left hooking tonight. Ten seconds to go in round 9. There's the bell. Coming up to round 10, the Miami Beach Convention Hall. Welterweight champion Benny Kid Perret in white trunks. Challenger Emil Griffith in the black. Perret from Cuba. Griffith, formerly the Virgin Islands, now from New York City. Referee Jimmy Peerless. Jolter by Perret. And now Perret, who is used to the 15-round distance, speeds up the attack. He hurt his man there. Perret is a strong fighter, a bouncy fighter who keeps coming back at you. Just about a minute to go in this round. Round 10. Perrette left himself wide open, and Griffith took a charge of it and hurt him. There's the bell. Listen to the crowd. Now we've got a problem for young Emil Griffith. He has never gone 15 rounds. Perrette has gone 15 rounds twice. We're looking in on Perrette's corner, where there's a little bit of consternation. Perrette has gone the 15-round distance against Federico Thompson and against Don Jordan, winning both of them. But Emil Griffith has never gone beyond 10 rounds. Two right-hand punches. There's Gil Clancy. He's giving Griffith the merry whatnot over there. Two right-hand punches have dominated this fight. The first by Perrette in the 6th round turned it his way, and the last one by Griffith in the preceding round, the 10th round, may have turned it his way. However, we don't know. Coming up to round 11 of a 15-rounder, and it's very, very close. Perrette in the white trunks, Griffith in the black. Now the added distance could be a telling factor. We've got to see if Griffith's inexperience causes him to go right-hand crazy now. That sometimes happens to a young fighter. So far, he's tipped his head. There goes that right. Often wonder why a referee doesn't get nailed more often in those breaking of clinches. One minute to go in round 11. Griffith started to give it to Kid Gavilan there for a moment. Ten seconds to go in round 11. There's the bell. Coming up to round 12 of a 15-round welterweight championship bout. Benny Kid Perrette, the champion in white. Emil Griffith in black. There have been no knockdowns, and nobody seems to have been cut. Keep repeating that for the late joiners. Right hands have been telling factors by both boys in this bout. Not that the lefts have been idle. Now Paulette is starting to look over to his corner for instructions when he goes into a clinch. A game little fighter, that Benny Paret. No quick hands of both of them as they battle in Griffith's corner. See Paret look over at his corner for instructions that time. "45 seconds remaining in the round. There's the bell ending round 12. Gil Clancy has done a remarkable job in bringing this youngster along. That's Clancy giving with the gestures and the talk. The other three handlers just looking on, and a young man from the commission picks up the cards, which are collected after each round. Clancy, a fine teacher, apparently. Both of these boys were nowhere 2 years ago as far as contention was concerned in the welterweight division. Let's see the other side of the ring. What's going on over there? Manny Alfaro, the only one in both Gonzalez and Alfaro speak English in that corner. So does Joe DiMaria, but Paret doesn't. They're a little more restrained, although Caron Gonzalez is giving it with the gestures too. As we come up to round 13. About for round 13. No knockdowns. You joined us late. It's been a bit of a seesaw battle. That's the first knockdown. Paret is down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A knockout for Emil Griffith. Emil Griffith, who was down himself, picked up by Gil Clancy. A surprising knockout victory in the 13th round by Emil Griffith. Let's watch that sweeping hook. We told you there weren't many left hooks, but wait till you see one in a moment. There, that's the hook. 2 hooks. 2 left hooks. I don't think Griffith had thrown any hooks before in the fight. You can just tell that Peretta's not going to make it. He's completely exhausted there. That's it. Emil Griffith goes down, but it does Perrette no good. And Gil Clancy and his handlers carry him around. The new welterweight champion of the world, Emil Griffith,